The sermon today will be abbreviated, short, and I know that probably disappoints a lot of you. But we have a special focus for later, and this will become more obvious. So this will be a little shorter than normal. This month's worship theme is courage. And last week, Rev Ryan discussed that while we have many people inside of ourselves, we must have internal courage to choose which person we are to be. Today, we're going to talk about the courage to face adversity, particularly adversity in the form of changes. Changes that we voluntarily entered or changes that are forced upon us. Paul Coelho is a Brazilian lyricist, novelist. His novel, The Alchemist, 1988, New York Times bestseller. He's published 28 books since then, but with regarding to change, he writes, "When we least expect it, life sends us a challenge to test our courage and willingness to change. At such a moment, there is no point in pretending that nothing has happened, or in saying we're not ready yet. The challenge will not wait. Life does not look back. A week is more than enough time for us to decide whether or not to accept our destiny." Time for us to decide whether or not to accept our destiny. Who are you called to be? What is your destiny? Now, for me, my destiny is not what I planned in my life. My destiny is not my own making. It's something I have explored and discovered, or better said, something I continue to explore and to discern and to discover about me. And since I'm always encountering adversity and changes to all my preconceived plans. Now, plans are necessary. You gotta have a plan. But since life doesn't always follow a predictable course, I believe the upsets, the changes, the unexpected events, and the adversaries encountered, they're actually our chance to discern our true path and follow our destiny revealed. Some of the changes we encounter are sudden. They're precise. They're finite moment, like the bombings of Pearl Harbor, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, 9/11, Chernobyl, your marriage, your divorce, your diagnosis. Finite moment. However, some changes are gradual, and their magnitude unrecognized until much time passes. The Vietnam War, artificial intelligence, social networking, globalization, climate change, your body's degradation, your weight, your memory loss, and of course, our most recent far-reaching changes, all from COVID-19. With each change, we must decide whether or not to accept our destiny. After a change, it's really tempting to pretend that nothing has happened. Let's just go back to the way it was. And it's typical to avoid facing a change by euphanizing it with cliches, and our language is full of cliches. Everything happens for a reason. It must be God's will. When a door opens, or when a door closes, a window opens. But when adversity in the form of a change occurs, this becomes our challenge. We can't undo the changes forced upon us. And we can't rely upon our reptilian brain to respond to the perceived threats by fight, flight, or freeze. fight, flight, or freeze, non-voluntary, immediate response to a change, a threat. And while an immediate response to a threat can be an aid in our survival, the 3 F's are made without rational thought. Fight, flight, or freeze response to change is not accepting your destiny. We must face our changes and hopefully accept them as a clue to our destiny being revealed. But let's leave the generalities of spiritual generalities and let's get specific. Let's talk about this fellowship. In my 10 years of serving you here, and in the last 2.5 years, we've encountered extraordinary, unimaginable changes that continue to complicate our lives. Yes, we have achieved amazing results with the changes forced upon us. And we reacted and creatively and in switching. This place has been in person for over 50 years, and we went to Zoom exclusively in a matter of a month. Phenomenal. During that 2.5 years shutdown, we expanded our pastoral care program. We adapted all our non-Sunday activities to Zoom, adult religious education, book club, all our committee and team meetings. We actually had a coming-of-age ceremony on Zoom in May of 2020. During that time period, we had 3 new member orientations, and we welcomed 13 new members into this congregation. I went on sabbatical for 5 months, and you had a sabbatical minister during that time. All this happened in the last 2.5 years. Now, the magnitude and the consequences from all we've been through during this time is still being revealed. And the changes have not slowed down. Changes that continue to challenge us, like the shift from 100% Zoom to hybrid, far more complex than we ever imagined. And we continue to try every week to make it better for our at-home audience and you, and to share together in this new world. Changes and challenges of opening this place up. This place was shut for 2.5 years. Cannot imagine the cobwebs, the plumbing, the everything, the dirt. It's just incredible. We're still recovering from that. During that time, we also had a budget shortfall, and most of our staff was furloughed for 2 months. After 12 years, we are in the process of bringing on a new caretaker. Big change. And most significantly today, after almost 25 years, Carol Thorson is stepping down as our accompanist. We have not reached a stable state. We continue to be in flux with new changes appearing constantly. And we are wondering, what is our destiny now? Can we see the changes as insights and not obstacles? Can we avoid denial and see our new destiny revealed? In a few minutes, we're going to focus on Carol's music ministry here. But for now, I will share my life mantra. Everything changes. To which today I will add, and our destiny, our true purpose in life is revealed a bit more with each change. Let us face the changes in front of us, those still to come, to find our collective destiny. Amen, and blessed be.